Here's what we can show you at the moment. That's the campus. That shooter went from building to building to building. You can see very, very jam-packed parking lots. A lot of the people there had to be evacuated. They brought in school buses and they immediately evacuated a lot of those buildings because they did not know at the moment whether that gunman was a lone gunman. And now they have cleared it and said the threat, there is no more threat. The threat is done. They have the shooter incapacitated. And of course, that shooter is in custody. We don't know the condition of the shooter, but the number we're going with, 7 to 10 murdered by that gunman. Another 20 who were shot/injured. We don't know the extent of those injuries. Some of them may have been injured trying to escape or hide. People will do anything to save their lives in these situations. They will jump out of windows from 3-4 stories up. Correct, Bernie? So we can't really figure out exactly what these injuries are at the moment.
No, and you know what, Liz? There's two things I want to say. One, the response that I'm hearing about and witnessing right now. Yes. You know, this thing, they brought in buses, they evacuated. That stuff didn't happen on a moment's notice. I promise you. This is all stuff that was probably planned out over time, different planning and practicing over time. You have to give kudos to the police department, to the first responders,
yes,
that did this. And the second thing is, Bo mentioned something. You know, we're talking about getting people on campuses, at schools, armed security, police officers. I've met with school officials who they want the protection. They want somebody there. They need somebody there. They admit they need somebody there, but they don't want the perception. They don't want, you know, it's almost like political correctness. Mm-hmm. We don't want that perception. We don't want that image. Well, guess what? Whether you want it or you don't want it, the reality is, personally, I want my kids protected. You know what I mean? I don't care about perception. I don't care about political correctness. If something happens, I want somebody there that's going to be able to respond immediately.
Well, I think of our coverage. I think of our coverage in Davos, Switzerland, in this picturesque, very, very beautiful, tiny Swiss Alp town where the Swiss Guard is there with machine guns. Okay, and it makes us feel great because they're there. You can see now the camera is zooming in. They are letting some people leave. They have also the responders who are there coursing through, probably checking every single vehicle. You can see in the lower left part there is probably a weapon or bomb sniffing dog. So as the picture's slightly herky-jerky because it's coming from our helicopter, Fox affiliate KPTV, we thank them very much. We'll keep it up as much as we possibly can. There is a statement now from the Attorney General, Ellen Rosenblum, of the state of Oregon, quote, "Our hearts go out to the entire Roseburg community, particularly the families of the victims of this unspeakable tragedy. Today reminds us how important law enforcement and our medical community is. Thank you, OSP, Douglas County Sheriff, Roseburg Police." And she also says she's offered any support that the Oregon Department of Justice can provide to the Roseburg community today and in the future. That's exactly what you're talking about, isn't it, Bernie?
That's exactly right. I mean, you know, we run into these scenarios around the country where people bash police and, you know, they broad brush them in a negative manner somehow. Mm-hmm. But I have to tell you, on a day like this, you have to look at the work that these men and women do. You have to look at the courage that they are out there with. I mean, you know, there's most people, 99% of the people wouldn't do their job, especially on a day like today. So you have to give them thanks and give them the kudos they deserve. 1,000%,
especially considering that so many of them were off duty, jumped in their own personal vehicles and rushed to the scene at great danger to themselves. You can see police tape around some of those buildings at this campus, the Umpqua Community College, changed today forever.